Hi, this is Matt Geehaus, Superintendent. I'm here with another episode of Inside Springfield Schools, and I'm here today with our Director of Preschool or Early Childhood Learning, Regina Sulier. Regina, thanks for coming today.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks for having me.
So, start off by sharing with all of us how long you've been with Springfield Schools in any capacity.
I've been with Springfield Local Schools pretty much my whole teaching career. I started out back in 2004, dating myself a little bit as a preschool teacher, working with the Educational Service Center located in Springfield Local Schools. And then I worked in Springfield as a preschool teacher until about 2019, and then Springfield took over the preschool program from the ESC. And that's when I entered the preschool director position, and I've been in this role since then.
So you and I began in Springfield the same year.
Really?
So I started at SMS in 2004 as the SMS principal. So being in preschool that long, you obviously know your industry really well. So who's part of your preschool team? We're obviously here in a door classroom, but preschool isn't just here anymore like it was years ago. Who's part of your preschool team?
Right now we have, back in the day, it's kind of grown. Initially was only one preschool program at Door, and it has grown. And then they had 2 and 3. And then we started with 4 preschool classrooms at Door. And then in 2019, we grew it to have a preschool classroom in each of the 3 elementary buildings. Right now we have 2 preschool classrooms at Holloway, Crissy, and Door, and a preschool teacher in each of those buildings, as well as 2 classroom assistants. And then we have speech therapists, occupational therapists, a physical therapist that help each of the children in there. And then there's vision specialists or any other specialists that a student might need that can come in and help the students in the district as well.
Wow, so that's a lot of bodies helping all of those real small kids in our preschool programs.
Correct.
So is there a philosophy that you use to educate our age 3 to age 5 kids in our preschool classrooms?
I think really what we believe in is that children learn through play, and that we want the children to come in, and as you can tell in the classroom we're in, is that there's toys and the children are on the floor and they're playing actively. They're not going to come in and sit at the desk for the 2.5 hours that they're here. They're going to be active learners, that they're going to build with blocks, and we're going to get in and we're going to play actively with them. And as we do that, they're going to be building language skills, fine motor skills, socialization skills, and build those skills in natural ways. And when we are active learners and active players throughout the whole day. So I think that is the foundation of learning in preschool, and I think a lot of our teachers would agree with that. And then we hands-on learning experiences in all areas of development, in all modes of play and sensory experiences as well.
So preschool here isn't like a preschool that's run by a private company. So what are some of the qualifications of our preschool teachers today at Holloway, Door, and Crissy?
Our preschool teachers now, they each have their state certified teachers. So they've gone to college and they at least have their general education teaching license, a bachelor's degree in either general or special education. Most of the teachers do have a master's degree in one of those 2 degrees as well. A lot of the teachers have both general education and special education licenses as well. And so then they can help the children in both of these components in the preschool classroom. So whereas some of the other private preschools or childcare centers, the teachers don't have to have that requirement, whereas our teachers in our preschool programs do.
So our preschool program that you run is audited and goes through an accreditation process. Can you share that briefly?
We are licensed by the state of Ohio, so the state comes in and makes sure that we're in. Other preschool programs do this too, but make sure that we're following all the licensing laws, make sure we're safe to operate, that we're following the rules to keep the children safe, keep our buildings safe, make sure that we meet all the student to teacher ratios, following all the laws and requirements to keep everything running properly. And then we also follow the state step up to quality rules to make sure that we have that higher level of standards of quality. So we have the gold rating, meaning that our teachers have that higher level of education, that we have higher professional development requirements and those types of things as well, that we interact with the families a little bit more to reach that higher level of standard of quality as well.
Good. Thank you for sharing that. So I go back as far as you do. So I know that when preschool began here in Holland, Ohio, It was largely through the ESC county office, and our preschool teachers were employees of the county. And when I was in federal programs, you were an educator probably in this classroom. And I wanted to take over that control so that the teachers were ours here in Holland, and we could make those decisions on what was happening in the classrooms. And back then, preschool was all at door. So regardless of where you lived or resided, every preschooler came to door. Then for kindergarten, they had to go back to their home school. At the time, to Holland, Door, Chrissy, Holloway. And it was only a program Monday through Thursday. When we took it over, we did add a day and put rooms at Holloway and at Chrissy and here at Door. But now, since we've had some cuts, preschool is not supported like kindergarten through 12th grade is, which we call a per pupil allotment. So I've told you that we have to make some cuts for next year, which would be the fall of 2026. Can you share with us what some of those changes are going to be when everyone comes back in August of 2026?
So what we've tried to do based on what we need to do to hopefully meet the needs of the students to the best of our ability, is what we're going to do is bring one of the Holloway classrooms back to Door. So we'll have 3 classrooms here at Door. And then we'll be closing the Holloway preschool program in the fall of 26. So we'll have 3 classrooms here at Door and 2 at Chrissy. So the Holloway families still are welcome, and we encourage them to apply to come to preschool next year. They would just be divided then between the Chrissy and the Holloway preschool, or Chrissy and Door preschool programs. Then we're going to be going back to the 4-day preschool week. So students will attend preschool Monday through Thursday in either a morning or an afternoon class session. And then raising tuition a little bit as with everything right now, as cost seems to be going up with everything. And then busing, whereas we've been able for quite some time to offer school bus services to all preschool students, which is unique. And if you go around, we're one of the only districts that have been able to do that in the area. At this time, we're going to have to take it and only offer school bus services to special education students starting next year.
In preschool classrooms.
Yeah.
And like I've told some, this isn't forever, but it's what we have to do now for the 26, 27 year, and hopefully in time we can get back to what you and I want, which is to grow the program and offer greater access to those that want it. So that's that goal. All right. Regina, thank you for sitting with me. Thank you for talking as we sit in this preschool classroom here at Door. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Have a great day from inside Springfield Schools.